Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, Scorpio, we have card number 6. Michael Scott says it is about doing, not thinking. So just jump. The universe is going to be there to catch you with your own fun, bouncy castle. So just jump. There's nothing to be afraid about. You have thought of everything that you need to think of. And now it is time to jump. So just do. You're a brave heart, man. This is about doing, not thinking. Just jump, Scorpio. Look at that. With the 9 of Wands. This feels like, does happiness scare you, Scorpio? Does it scare you to be happy? Why? See, look, he's literally looking at the 10 of Cups. And he's over here protecting himself. He needs to protect himself from this happiness. Unless it's your family you need to protect yourself from. Maybe that's what this is saying. Just jump. It is about doing, not thinking. This guy, it seems like he would love to jump into this card and be like these 3 people. But he has all these wands in the way. But all these wands are just himself saying that it's not going to work out. He's never going to be happy like them. This thing that you've been working on, it's not going to work out. It barely works out for anyone. I better protect myself from that. Interesting. I have an aunt that once told me, what are you scared of, success? And she was right, honestly. Yes, that success is scary, like me with this YouTube channel, like right now I have 96 subscribers, which is pretty cool, and I'm only getting like 20 some views on good videos, but it's like wow, imagine having like 50,000 subscribers and people watching me all of the time and having a bunch of views. Like, that's kind of scary too, like what if I just not want to do a video one day and then people are like, whoa, this guy didn't put out his video today, what's going on? Right now I'm thinking about upsetting people, so what kind of stories do you tell yourself? Do you tell yourself successful, happy ones? Or do you tell yourself ones where I'm always putting myself into trouble and I'm always getting myself into trouble and people are always mad at me? And see, that's this 9 of Wands type of energy. And so if I'm thinking that way, thinking of things going wrong all of the time, well, of course I'm not going to want to do the thing. I'm not going to want to jump. I'm not going to want to do. I'm going to want to keep thinking of these things so I can try to think of a solution for each of these things. And but 9 of these aren't going to happen. The only one that's going to happen is one. And you don't know which one. So, of course, it's good to, be ready for anything that's going to happen. But at the same time, like, you can't really think of all of the things that are going to happen. At one point, you just need to jump. You just need to do the thing. You just need to know that you will figure out when it arises. You're capable. If you're capable of thinking of these problems and thinking of solutions, then you're capable of tackling new solutions when they appear. So this is obviously this thing that you are jumping towards is obviously going to make you happy. It's 10 of Cups. It's obviously going to be the best thing ever. It is going to be the result of all of your hard work. It's going to be the result of everything. It's going to be what you want. But if we keep seeing it this way as if it's not, right? Well, it's going to be hard to jump. If you keep thinking of all of the horrible things that could happen. And they can happen. I'm not saying that it's not going to. Well, this is saying that it's not going to. But, those bad things can happen. And they probably will happen. But it doesn't mean that you can't still live your best life. It just means you have, problems to solve. You have puzzles to figure out. And, but remember, you're right where you want to be. Honestly, this feels like, the World Cup is now over, right? But I absolutely love soccer. I've been playing it since I was a kid. So like a World Cup would be like a dream for me, right? But this feels like, imagine me being at the World Cup, and instead of being excited, and instead of being so happy and being full of joy and full of excitement, right? Because I'm right where I wanted to be when I was a kid, right? I'm literally living my dream. But instead of being in the World Cup that way, I'm just focused on the stress. I'm focused on, man, if I don't score a goal today, people are gonna hate me. And if I don't do a good job today, people are gonna hate me. Man, if I don't do a job today and we lose and then we're out, and man, we didn't win. You see the difference, right? Which one do you want to embody? Past lives and traveling. That's interesting. That's cool. So movement, we are in the 8. And past lives is a major arcana card. And it's card number 18. Interesting. See, let's imagine this wand is a past life, this one is a past life, this one is a past life, this one is a past life, right? And imagine all of these thoughts that are going on in your head is each one of your past lives telling you what they went through. And obviously you're going to be like, well, I'm obviously going to go through that again. But if each life went to something different, but imagine that each past life, things got a little better, and they figured things out a little more. They figured things out a little more. And you have already lived so many past lives that all of these people have figured out exactly what not to do. And now the only thing that's left is for you, with your wand, to do the thing that is right, to do the thing that gets there to where all of these people wanted to go, but they're all you, right? So it's not like you should feel bad for all of them failing and you being the only one that succeeded, right? There's no reason to feel bad, because all of these were you. These were all your failures. This was you doing things over and over and over and over again because you really wanted to get this thing right. And you are finally living that one life where you're going to get there. You're literally right there. You just got to, at this point, not really ignore all your past lives, right? Not really ignore all your past mistakes, but embrace them and take them with you and be like, hey guys, we finally did it, because this isn't just you that's reaching now happiness. This is all the lives that you used to live with. They're all watching you and they all have your back and they're all cheering you on because, they really want you to get there. They really want you to get to that 10 of cups. And they know that you can at this point. You just got to jump, but you're kind of slowing yourself down because you're scared your life is going to be just like the ones of your past lives. But no, this one's different. This one, you are making it there. But you are making it there because of all of these past lives that you have lived, because of all of these mistakes that you have done. So it's time to jump. It's time to keep moving. It's time, traveling. Look, you're literally getting there. You're getting to that 10 of cups. And you got all your homies with you. And this is gonna be great. Look at the sun. The sun is right there. You can see it. You can see the goal. It is right there. You just need to keep going. You just need to go for it. Jump. You just need to travel to it instead of being stuck where you are and telling yourself that things are gonna go wrong. So now we have 3 of Wands paired with the Devil. 3 of Wands. So the Devil is about taking responsibility for oneself. Right? Everybody sees the Devil as something bad, as the bad guy that makes you do bad things. But that's not really what the Devil is. The Devil is the teacher. All right, so imagine in school, right? The teacher gives you the information, teaches you the information, exactly how to do things, teaches you exactly how everything goes. And then, but you don't study. You don't care for learning the material, right? And then the teacher gives you a test, right? To see if you have learned, to see if you know the material. So the teacher gives you a test, right? And then you fail the test. Now, is you failing the test the teacher's fault, even though she taught you well and she gave you the information? She gave you everything that you needed to succeed, but you didn't want to work on it. You didn't want to. So you fail the test. Is it the teacher's fault or is it your fault for failing the test? Well, normally it would be our fault, right, for failing the test, not the teacher's fault. So why do we keep blaming the devil for giving us a test that we end up failing? And that's why I hate how people treat the devil, because I mean, he gave you the test. He just gave you the options. He didn't make you do anything. He just said, hey, here's another option. But you are the one that's deciding that, right? So why are you blaming the devil? Why do people blame the devil for something that they did? There's even an Adam and Eve story in the Bible, right? When they ate the apple, and God comes back, and this is after Adam and Eve both ate the apple, and then God comes back, and he's angry, right? He was like, literally, the one thing I told you not to do. But he goes to Adam and be like, hey, you ate the apple? And then Adam's like, hey, well, it wasn't my fault. Eve is the one that made me do it, And he goes to Eve and be like, you ate the apple. And she's like, well, it's not my fault either. The snake, he's the one that made me do it. And God goes to the snake, right? And he says, hey, you made him eat the apple. And then the snake just winks back. He's like, yep, I did that. He takes responsibility. Yep, I did that, instead of passing the blame and blaming others. Okay, so the stagnation, this thing that you keep thinking is going to go wrong because of other people, it's only going to go wrong. Well, it hasn't even started yet, so it hasn't even gone wrong. There's no one to blame in this situation other than yourself for not doing the jumping, for not just going after it. So take responsibility. Yes, I messed up all of these lifetimes, but this is the one to where I'm going to, even if I mess up, I will own my mess up and I will fix it, right? Or just, hey, take responsibility, bro. Hey, look, you've done this so many times, man. You deserve to be in this 10 of cups, you don't deserve to keep being in this 9 of wands to where you keep thinking things are going to keep going wrong. It's just like a baby learning how to walk, right? And falling down over and over and over again, and then the baby being like, you know what, screw this walking business, I can't do it, I keep failing, I keep knocking myself down, right? But do babies have that mentality? No, they just see other people walking around and they're like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. And even if they keep falling down over and over and over again, they still learn how to walk somehow. So that's the energy that we are embodying, energy that we are focusing on, because we want this 10 of cups. We don't want to, stop ourselves. It's like you're making excuses, saying, oh, this is the reason that I'm not going after this right now. Oh, this other reason, you keep blaming certain other reasons for not jumping, for not just doing, right? But no more. It's time to take responsibility. It's time to take that blame upon yourself and be like, well, the reason this hasn't been happening is because of me, because I haven't been doing it. But you're going to be okay with that. You're going to forgive yourself. You're going to be like, well, it's just like my past lives not doing it, right? But I want to do it. I want to get there. I want to do. I don't want to just think anymore. I don't want to be stuck here anymore. I want to go and jump into that 10 of cups. I want to have fun. I want a loving family who I can feel safe around, who I can protect. And isn't that what we all want, right? Yeah, cool. So, all right, we're gonna get a last card from the Office Oracle deck to finish this reading off. We have card number 31. This is perfect. It's my chaos card. Okay. So Nelly, this is a quote from Nelly. She says, I walked right into a job for which I was ill-prepared, ill-suited, and somebody else already had, and I got it. Anything can happen to anyone. It's just random. So all these things, bad things that happen to you, of course they could happen. It's random. But that means that also all of these good 10 cups can also come into your life. Life is just random. So, yeah, life may seem random and chaotic, but there is an order to it, though. There is an order to it. But anything can happen to anyone, right? But the order right here is for you to get to the 10 of cups. But it can happen in many different ways. It's very random. And pie, no matter how random it seems, will always be pie. Life is pie. Anything can happen to anyone. It's just random. So even all of these bad things that you think are going to happen to you, they could, because it's random. But that means, there's so many good things that can happen to you too, because it's just random. But the important thing is that we are someone who can tackle any situation that confronts us. And It is about doing, not thinking. Cool. Look at that. Anything can happen. This 10 of Cups can land on you just like that in a matter of seconds. So I really hope this reading helped, Scorpio. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.